This is my Xtreme Onechunk Ironman, Chunk Wellard. The world of RuneScape is made up of tiles, and every 64 by 64 square set of tiles is called a chunk. And the goal of a Onechunk Ironman is to complete every skilling grind, quest, and achievement diary, and obtain every best in slot and collection log slot in a chunk before moving on to the next one. I started off in the Ardoin Market chunk, and my map has since grown to 12 chunks, with my most recent chunk being the pirate town of Brimhaven. I'm nearly done with this chunk, needing only agility levels so that I can complete a lap of the Ardoin Rooftop course and buy the agility skill cape, the first skill cape of the account. Welcome to the Onechunk. And we are starting the video off strongly with 71 agility, Slayer Tower, not going to pronounce that, Polvanich Stepping Stone, and Upper Proud Spire agility shortcut. Nothing we need, but it's another level. And just a few minutes later, that is our 1000th arena lap. I imagine I'll probably get like 10,000 doing this grind. I'm obviously not a 10th of the way to level 99 yet, but the experience rates do increase. And we do get a lot of XP from the Agility Arena tickets as well. But we'll soon find out. And with this pillar tag, that is 72 agility, floor 3 of the Hallowed Sepulchre, and some other stuff. But the important thing is, when you get to skill level ending in 2, it makes the arena a lot safer. Well, not necessarily safer, but you get better XP rates, because with these dart traps here, if I do one, if you fail this trap, you get -2 agility. And doing so, I've gone for it again, just to double prove it, and if you go below the round number, so when I was 71 and I lost 2, I went down to 69, nice, I would only get the XP from the pillars for having base level 60s. But now that now I'm level 72, if I lose the 2, I'll go to 70 and I'll get the rates for tagging the pillars at base level 70. I don't know why it reduces the XP gained, but it just does. And that is 73 agility, 74 agility, Lava Dragon Island jump. No, thank you. I'm staying away from the wilderness for as long as I can. We are now at 75 agility. The Prifddinas agility course, I don't think we'll be going there anytime soon. Although, you know, it's just over the mountains really from Ardoin, so maybe. 76 agility. And a nice 77 agility. So this is going to be the last level up before the big ticket trade-in. Got, 1,246 at the moment. Gonna have a few more, and then we're gonna do a big trade-in and get straight to 80 agility. But before we get the big 80 agility drop, we're just gonna get one more farming level, hopefully, just by raking this patch any second now, and that is 5 farming. You can grow onions, but more importantly, that is 1,300 total level. I'd say that's pretty impressive. I always like the big round numbers. It's going to be gone pretty soon, but enjoy it while we can. So we are now ready to do our big trade-in. We've got the elite amount of agility tickets, which should be about 460,000. And I'm just going to spam this as fast as possible, and hopefully we'll get quite a lot of agility XP. Get ready. Keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, the most I got was like 84,000, which is still pretty good, but that is 80 agility. We now do the Relica course and the Tavli dungeon, but realistically, it's just a nice round number. Boosts our XP in the agility arena, and we're well on our way. 10 more to go till we get the Ardoin rooftops. Let's get going. And tagging this dispenser, that is 2,500 agility arena laps. Based on our XP, we got what, 2.1 million, we need 13 million. So we need to do this maybe 5 more times. We're about 1/6 of the way there. Because in agility rates do increase. So 6 of the way there. So we'll end up on 15,000 probably. Oh, embarrassing. Don't look at that. Yeah, that's not too bad. And we'll test out the Ardoin rooftops if we get to 90. So here we go. And 81 agility, 82 agility, 4th floor of the Hallowed Sepulchre, and the Lava Maze stepping stones. There's always going to be shortcuts, and we are not going to be able to do any of them yet. First ever person to get 83 agility. So I've given myself a little piratey upgrade, and I've also got myself 84 agility. But really the eye patch is the important thing here. And with this jump, 85 agility, nice round number, going in the clan chat, but also most importantly, we are now a quarter of the way to 99, which is kind of weird to say at level 85, but we are now a quarter of the way. 86 agility. And we have a non-agility level coming in, that is 10 farming. So I do have berry patches for the red berry bushes, but unfortunately I do not have anywhere to get the seeds. So I still cannot plant anything. I think the first level I can plant something in my current chunks is level 27 for the fruit trees, which is still a long way to go. I mean, I'm just raking this patch and this spirit tree patch when I'm waiting to go back into the agility arena, and so it's very slow, and so I don't think that farming level will be coming anytime soon. We're at a big milestone with this pillar. 5,000 laps, which is a lot. If every lap is a minute, 5,000 minutes, that's some hours. I think we've probably got another 750 to 1,000 laps. But the next big thing is going to be 87 agility, and then from there we can just put a big, put all these tickets to good use, and hopefully that'll get us straight to 90. And we are at 87 agility. So this is the last level we're going to get properly in the arena. We're going to do a few more hours of this just to get a few more tickets, and then we're going to do a big trade-in straight to 90 agility. Okay, here we are. Ready to trade in our final tickets. Gonna just spam them all at once. 3,515. Here we go. A lot of 69,000s. That's very nice. Very impressed with that. And there we go. 90 agility. Completely skipped levels 88, 89, straight to 90. And we can now do the Ardoin rooftop course. And I've impressed everyone with my magic trick, going straight from 87 to 90. There is one thing I want to do before we tackle Ardoin. Izzy, it's been fun. I'll see you in 9 levels. So, although I can't really train construction, I now do have access to the house portals. And so, I do want to make this house more than just an empty room. Realistically, it's going to be about 10 empty rooms, but I want to actually make it look a bit nicer than it is. So I'm going to quickly do that, and then we'll show you the final product. Now this is all built, I can actually show you what I've put in here. So we've got a workshop. The skill hall, which will have probably stairs going up when I get around to it. I can't build stairs yet, but then we've got a games room, a combat room, a superior garden, a blank slate. This is where my achievement gallery is going to go once I get the construction level for it. We've got a chapel, we've got a portal nexus, an outdoor menagerie, a costume room, a study, a dining hall, and another stairway. This is the quest room. This one's probably going to go down rather than up. And here, I'm thinking of maybe a throne room, but I don't have the money for it at the moment, and I don't really need it, so I'm just sort of leaving it for now. I can't really build anything in here. I thought that I could build some things just with money, but you need to be able to get into a dungeon with that, which I don't think I can do. I mean, I can try building this on this square, on this stair space. No, you need to be able to build down, which I cannot do. So, still no real way to train construction, unfortunately. I have to admit, it does look a bit sad when it's just the rooms. But eventually this will not look so terrible, I'm sure. But now for the main event. The first lap of the rooftop course. And hopefully all will go well. I know there are a few spots you can fail this. But hopefully nothing bad will happen. Everything's going to go really well. No falling. And we're going to follow this guy. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. But this doesn't seem too bad. So hopefully, I know it can take a little while, but that is, well, there we go, that final jump. That is our first lap of the Ardoin Agility complete. And I received a Mark of Grace somewhere, apparently, and I completed an Elite Diary task. So that is everything done until we hit the 99. And there's the Mark of Grace over there. No fucking way. No fucking way. That's literally my third lap of the course. My third lap of the course. Third chance that I could have ever gotten that. I still have one Mark of Grace. I complained I fell off the roof and I received the squirrel. That's incredible. I am tingling. That is amazing. You know, I was so caught up in actually getting him, I don't actually know what he says. Let's have a quick talk to him. Okay, well, you know, he's got a point. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, it really helps me out. And, you know, this little squirrel guy's saying it, so if he's saying it, it must be a good idea. And that is 91 agility. I don't know what that is or where that is. These agility levels, they're just going to be from the Ardoin rooftop, so we're going to whip through them quick and fast. So let's go. Okay, I said we'd speed through the levels, but with this Mark of Grace that I'm picking up right now, we now have 260. So that means that when we eventually unlock the Graceful Clothing store, we can actually buy a full set. And with the Brimhaven vouchers, we can get a full recolor as well. It's going to be a long while before we're there, but it's nice. It's nice to have a full set, just knowing you're going to have a full set eventually. And jumping down off here, we have got 92 agility, so we are now halfway. Well, here's something I wasn't expecting. I was doing the Quizmaster, got the mystery box, and I've now got a rune kite shield, which is my best in slot. I don't know how rare that is, and I'll put it on screen how rare that is. But yeah, that is now a new best in slot. That's pretty good. 93. Well, that was unexpected. I just got the stale baguette from a mystery box. So, I think that means I have now green log random events. Look at that. Let's go. 94 agility. 95 agility. So I took a little bit of a break for Gridmaster between this clip and the last clip, but we're back, and right now that is a 96 agility. 97 agility. We are so close, I can almost taste it. And we also got 1325 total levels, so that's pretty cool. Here we go, the final level up before the big one. 98 agility. I'm so ready for this to be over. And with this final jump down, this final little walk along the market, As soon as I hit the ground, it's 99 agility. Oh my god. And there it is. 99 agility. I actually think I feel like I'm gonna cry. Like, I am... Oh my god. I'm actually getting a bit emotional about this. But I think that means only one thing. Let's go get that cape. Talk to Izzy Nobeard. Great pirate name. Oh my god. Ahoy, Captain. Is it true you sell the skill cape of agility? May I buy it? All that remains to be done is to pay 99,000 gold. Here you go. That cape really suits you. Yes, it does. I think that looks incredible. What I'm going to do is I'm doing this skill cape. Here we go. Oh my god, you got up so high. Let's do that again so I can get a proper... But it's kind of weird being back here. You know, obviously I started this count 2 years ago, and now I'm back here with a skill cape. I've never actually owned a skill cape before, so this is a big deal for me. And we're going to go over to the chunk picker. So, let's move on over. So, let's tick these off. Bam. Bam. And it's already trimmed because we've got the 99 thieving. So let's go through a quick rundown of the chunks. So, before we get to the roll, let's go over the possible chunks very quickly. Here's the tier list I made before, with the ones we've already rolled removed. So, quick rundown of the chunks we've seen before. Starting in the D tier, we have Witchhaven, the Brimhaven Dungeon, and the Smithing Capes. All very long grinds and a lot of work needed here. In the C tier, we have East Yanil and Musa Point. East Yanil is a long grind with the Magic Cape, but I think it could be fun. And Musa Point is just a corner, but it's right next to the Smithing Cape, so it just sort of fills me with unnecessary dread. In the B tier, we have West Yanil and the Observatory. Both of these are nothing chunks, so they just roll again pretty much immediately. The A tier is the big one. We got the Battlefield, Crafting Guild, South Falador Wall, Port Sarim, and the Ardoin Castle. All of these have pretty simple grinds, and they open up the map in a way that I would want to go in the future. And finally, right at the top is the Ardoin Farm. I would finally be able to train farming properly after all this time. It would be a pretty fast chunk, and north is the direction I do really want to be heading. So that's the ones we've already had. Now, the two new potential roles thanks to us now having completed Brimhaven. To the south we have North Tyboi One-Eye. This only gives us a few little tasks of obtaining some best in slot boots and ranged body, but it does give us double the chance of rolling Brimhaven Dungeon, as that is just to the south of this chunk, and for that reason it is going in the C tier. But to the east of Brimhaven is the big one, the Karamja Volcano, home to the Fight Caves and the Inferno. This is the chunk that has the most tasks and will probably take the longest out of all of them. All of the obsidian armor will need to be obtained, along with some very high skill grinds, including 87 magic, 90 crafting, and 99 smithing. There are a lot of resources in the volcano, but it would still be a very rough roll, definitely the longest one on the list. So it is going in the D tier, right at the bottom. So that's the tier list as it stands. So 4 of the 15 chunks are in the D tier, with another long grind in the C tier, so that's a 1 in 3 chance that we roll a massive grind, and a 1 in 15 chance that we roll the chunk I want the most. I like my chances. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Port Sarim being first is kind of annoying. I would quite like to roll that, but...
Shit.
Shit the fucking bed. Ah, fuck. Oh, fuck me. So, it happened. I rolled the worst possible chunk, the Karamja Volcano, but more importantly, the City of the Tsars, Mor Ulrek. And with this chunk comes 74 new tasks, the most I've ever had with a new chunk. So let's break them down. For the skilling grinds, we've got 60 attack, strength and defense to fully wield every obsidian weapon and armor piece, 61 range in order to wield runite bolts, and 87 magic to cast level 6 enchant, which is used to enchant onyx jewellery. Speaking of onyx jewellery, I will require 90 crafting in order to make an onyx amulet, as well as 77 fletching to make rune javelins, and of course, the big one, 99 smithing in order to smith a rune plate body. I also need to pickpocket a Tsar Her, which requires 90 thieving, but I have already got that level. So a lot of the best in slots and collection logs go hand in hand, so I'm going to go through my best in slot gear that I need, and just know, most of these are also collection logs. So, for our melee gear, or melee if you're nasty, we have the full obsidian, helmet, plate body and plate legs. We've also got the berserker necklace, the obsidian sword and shield, no I will not try to pronounce their names yet, a regen bracelet, and an infernal cape. Some of these carry over to our range setup, but we will also need an amulet of fury, a rune chain body and rune square shield, and the obsidian rings as our weapon. The mage gear is not quite as exciting than the rest, and we've obtained or mentioned most of these already. The only thing left is the obsidian staff, which will be our magic weapon. So collection log. There are 3 obsidian pieces I didn't mention in the best in slots, and that's the obsidian dagger, maul, and the obsidian cape. All of the obsidian items can be bought in the stores for Tokkul, but unfortunately buying them does not count towards the collection log. They have to be attained by killing Tsar. I guess the collection log is just bloodthirsty. The last few items in the collection log are the fire cape, infernal cape, and the 2 pets that can be obtained from the fight caves and inferno respectively. And that just leaves the diary tasks and combat achievements. The diary tasks are pretty simple. I just have to attempt the fight pits or fight caves, I need to become the champion of the fight pits, I need to kill a major in the fight caves, and I need to equip a fire cape. Now the combat achievements. I won't list them all because there are 33 of them, but they are going to push me to my limits trying to best them within the fight caves in the Inferno. And here's the big issue of the chunk that I've been avoiding until now. I don't know if it is physically possible for me to beat the Inferno. The fight caves, sure. I have a bit of experience and the gear I've got is good enough that completing it and getting the pet is doable. But the Inferno? I don't know if I've got the skill or equipment to be able to beat it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to try everything I can to make sure I give it the best possible tries that I can. But part of me is worried that I won't be able to. But before we get to all that, let's take a tour. Fuck my life. I feel very under-equipped with this stale baguette, but here we go. This is your first one to officially roll Inferno, I think, instead of starting. Yeah, I'll be honest, that doesn't make me feel better. So we've got skeletons, bats, spiders, lesser demons. So here's the bank. I think we're going to be spending a lot of time here. Oh, there's the fight caves. Let's just ignore those for now. We can pretend they don't exist. And we got the fight arena? Is that what this one's called? The PvP one that everyone just, like, scams. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out a way to do that, maybe. So there's a forge here, so that's good. I mean, I think I've now got a 99 smithing grind. Because I feel like one of these shops sells runite. Don't know which one. It's the magic shop. I wonder if someone's been selling to this shop. That's funny. But good way to get runes, so not too worried about that. Runite, or you can sell it, you can't buy it. There is a mining spot for it. In the inner area. Right, okay. I definitely need to get myself a better pickaxe, though. I'm not buying a runite with a bronze pickaxe. Jesus Christ. Okay, but the onyx is there. I think we're going to have to buy that a few times. What else we got? The store. I think buying this doesn't count for the collection log. Am I correct in saying that? So I'm going to have to get them naturally from these guys. And then there's just more entrances to the inner city. And yeah, so let's face it. I need a plan to take on the fight caves. And that means some upgrades. The best upgrade I can realistically get before I take on the fight caves is the Amulet of Fury. This nifty piece of jewellery requires me to have 90 crafting and 87 magic. Now, I have some pretty good ways of training my crafting, and the most consistent one, now that I have a furnace in Moral Wreck, is glass blowing. Both soda ash and buckets of sand can be obtained from the charter ships, with each molten glass costing 10 GP to make and granting me 75 XP, both for making the glass and then blowing it into the lantern lens. I'm currently at 53 crafting, so alongside the few crafting supplies I've got in my bank, I need to make around 69,250 lenses. This will cost me around 700k, but my plan to make that money is also going to have an additional bonus that I'll talk about later. But I think I've done enough talking for now, so let's get some crafting levels. Hey, first level of the new chunk, 54 crafting. That's good. Only 36 more to go? Yeah, I'll be there in no time. Not a problem. So this is how I'm raising the money for the glass blowing. So the plan is to pickpocket paladins, and the reason I'm doing this is because they give a bit more money than other pickpocketing things like the knights, and also they give 2 chaos runes per pickpocket. And chaos runes are currently the best way for me to get the uncut onyx. So what I'll do is I'll sell all of my chaos runes to the magic store, Immoral Wreck, which will get me Tockle, and then I'll use that Tockle to buy the uncut onyx, which I'll then make into the Amulet of Fury. Unfortunately, it does also cut into the fact that I need 87 magic, but I think I'd rather have the onyx first and then get the magic level afterwards. Alright, the money has been raised, so we're back at good old Port Khazad, and we're going to be buying the soda ash and the buckets of sand until we're out of money. And that is where I'm going to end this video. It's going to take me a little while to get the crafting supplies needed, and then we have got a lot of prep to do before we get ready to take on the fight cave. So thank you all very much for watching. If you want to see more, you know, this is going to be a very big grind. Don't forget to subscribe, and obviously if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, really does help me out. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.